Back to the Corporate Sister TV, where we discuss all things career, business, and lifestyle for working women. My name is Solange Lopes, and I am the founder of the Corporate Sister website and brand. In today's episode, we're discussing fighting the imposter syndrome at work, especially as working women. You've heard about the imposter syndrome, right? It's this sense whenever you step into the meeting room, into the interview room, or whenever you give back a piece of work that you've completed, that it's just not good enough, that you're just not good enough, right? It's this sense of second guessing and questioning yourself as a professional, and really losing that sense of self-esteem and that sense of self-confidence that makes you feel that you are able to accomplish whatever it is that you set your mind to. But most importantly, it's a very pervasive, negative, and very impactful mindset that tends to affect us, especially as working women in the workplace. And how do we target it in order to lessen it and possibly eliminate it from the way we operate in our careers, in our businesses, and in our lives in general? Well, first it starts with acknowledging the problem. You can't fix something that you haven't identified to be a problem, right? So it begins with asking ourselves a few probing questions about the way we think about ourselves at work and the way we carry ourselves at work, whether it's in our careers or in our businesses. So where are you undervaluing yourself at work? What are those areas that you feel like you're not so capable in, that you can't really produce positive and effective results in? Which of your successes do you think are more attributable to luck, or to maybe the boss liking you or the co-workers liking you, and not really to you deserving it from your own merit and your own efforts? Do you think that you've only gotten this promotion because the boss likes you, or that you've been invited to this high invisibility infrastructure project, by luck or at random? So what are those areas, those particular events or occurrences that you're not attributing to your own merit, to your own deserving self? And those will be indicative of areas in which your imposter syndrome is really attacking yourself, your sense of self-esteem, and your sense of self-worth at work. So beginning with this introspective process will help you identify, if you are suffering of imposter syndrome, what areas this syndrome is affecting in your career or in your business. And it will help you get more clarity as to how you can address the problem. The second tip that I have is one that I call get your success box out. So one of the most powerful lessons that I learned from one of my mentors is to rely on your success box as a professional woman and even as a man. So what is this success box? It's basically made out of all of your past accomplishments and everything that you have done successfully in your career, in your business, and even in your life in general. Simply put, it is just going back through the process of reminding yourself how far you've come and everything that you have accomplished so far. If you've looked back in time, whatever stage you're at in your career or in your business and in your life in general, it has taken you climbing some mountains and going over some obstacles and challenges in order to get there. And those should be acknowledged. You have demonstrated your own proficiency, your capabilities, your skills, your abilities in order to climb these mountains and overcome those challenges and obstacles to get to wherever you're at today. And all of that is part of your success box. So during those times when this imposter syndrome may be attacking you, or that you may be unsure of yourself, where you may not be sure that you really deserve the promotion or the credit at work, or even whatever advancement opportunities you're looking at, get your success box out and remind yourself of everything you have accomplished so far. Another recommendation that I have when it comes to really fighting this imposter syndrome at work is to share. Share more of your expertise at work. Sharing is caring, but even more than caring, it is really reasserting yourself as the deserving working woman that you are. So, what do you have in your hand, literally, that you can share with others? It may be sharing it with your coworkers, with your teammates, it may be through mentoring somebody else. Through the act of sharing, you realize how much you have, because you cannot share what you don't have, right? And by sharing with others of your expertise, of your skills, and of your abilities, you are able to also come back to yourself and realize how much you really hold in your hand and in your mind in general, how much you know and how much you're able to impart on others. It's a great confidence booster, and it also helps you reposition yourself as the authority that you are, whatever stage you're in your career or in your business. As you go further through this exercise, I also recommend asking yourself, what would you do if fear was not part of the equation? So, what would you do if you weren't afraid? It's an important question to ask yourself, one that is going to make you scared as you ask yourself the question, but one that is also going to help you realize how much potential you have. And pretty soon, this little nagging imposter syndrome voice in the back of your head will be replaced by potential opportunities and potential things that you can do to further your career or your business. And last but not least, learn to change your words and learn to change your language when it comes to speaking about yourself or speaking about your work, whether it's in your career or in your business. Very often we don't realize how much of a tendency we have to denigrate our own work and to minimize our contributions in our careers and in our businesses. And very often the words we use kind of determine the way we feel and also the way others perceive us, especially in the workplace. So instead of referring to your work as subpar or not really recognizing your contributions and accomplishments as the positive contributions and accomplishments that they are, learn to change your words and to make them more positive so that they can not only influence the way you think about yourself at work, but they can also influence the way you are perceived. One thing to know when it comes to fighting imposter syndrome at work is that it is not a curse. It is not something that you have to put up with for the length of your career or your business experience, but it is actually a mindset that you can very much change. It requires some efforts and some adjustments on your part, but it is possible to step out of this negative and limited mindset into one of abundance and potential in your career and in your business. So share with us how you fight your own imposter syndrome and whatever suggestions or tips that you have to help us all really leverage our confidence potential and eliminate this imposter syndrome from our work and our lives in general. For more tips on that, I invite you to visit my blog at www.thecorporatesister.com. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.